Happy Tuesday, my loves, and welcome to a speed build to kick off this week. This is the Maker's Yard. I really wanted to build something in San Myshuno, so it had this kind of like industrial warehouse kind of vibe to it. But what this is kind of like a shared or a communal work yard. I've kind of noticed this happening even in the city that I live in, where they've got areas now that they've kind of developed that used to be maybe some kind of like old warehouse industrial kind of area, and they've kind of developed it and put in different studios, like different things that are there, hairdressers, bakeries, what else, what's coming out of my head, even like a holistic therapist. I've got a couple near me. One of them being called Royal William Yard, which is a very old naval yard that has been developed over the years. And it's got all of these lovely creative independent businesses. And I just thought that was a really good idea. And I wanted to bring it to The Sims. So that is what I've been and gone and done. And this, my loves, is the result. This is, as I said, the Maker's Yard. And it's in the Spice District area of San Myshuno. And I just thought this, looking like an old warehouse, would kind of suit this area. So that's what I've did, using lots of lovely custom content today as well. And I just really wanted this to all come together really nicely, and I think it bloody did. I really do. Apologies for Friday, my darlings. I didn't get a video out this Friday. I decided instead to have a panic attack. Yes, that day was so much fun. I really missed that day. What a lovely day that was. I haven't had a panic attack in over a year. And for no bloody reason either. I mean, panic attacks never usually need a reason. If you suffer from them, you're going to have them. And I had one. And it just completely zonked me for the whole week. The whole weekend. I'm still feeling it now, to be honest with you. I won't lie. But, yeah. There you go. Mental health update, darlings. Not so good. But honestly, I am absolutely fine. I really am. That day just completely zonked me and I needed to rest up. So any of you anxiety sufferers out there, hats off to you, my loves. I know how tough it is. And I just hope you're okay. We've got this. We're cracking on and we're all okay. That's all you need to know. But yeah, I'm here anyway. And that's fine. And I really loved doing this build. I had so much fun doing it just because I really loved the style of it. For starters, it's this very industrial, bare brick kind of vibe with lots of black accents here and there and polished concrete and big glass windows. It's very modern, but I also kept it semi-rustic by leaving all of the walls in the brick and all of the concrete and stuff on the floors, just so it kind of paid respect to the building before. And that's what I wanted to do. Nice big skylight over the top there. So what have we got in here, you may add? Well, you've got 6x6 cubes, and I thought this was a good size studio for all kinds of different things. And we've got a tattoo studio, we have got a pottery, we've got a jewelry shop, we've got a sweet shop, we've got a cafe, we've got a gym. What else did we have? A wine shop as well. And we've also got these like communal workspace areas, these kind of shared workspace areas, including like a communal kitchen on the bottom floor. So all of the business owners or business renters, whoever rents these pods out, can come down, have their lunch with everybody and have that kind of like sort of networking thing. And we've also got a shared workspace on the first floor, which is just like a big office, really, that's kind of open and everybody can rent out a desk there and go and crack on. Like, I don't know, photographers, maybe graphic designers, that kind of vibe. That was kind of what was in my head. I even looked at doing this, you know. I looked at before I did my office and decorated my office. I was like, well, maybe I should look into this and see if it could be for me, going and having this kind of like shared workspace where I have my own area to record my videos and do all of that, just so I had this kind of separate home life to office kind of vibe. And I didn't think it was the right time then. I was like, do you know what? I want to make sure that I've got my office looking nicer beforehand. But it's something I'm going to look at again in the future, I think. So watch this space. Who knows? Whatever happens. Maybe when I move away from this house, we'll see what happens with that. But that was kind of in my head. Oh, and I also forgot to say, we've got this little juice bar down in this area in an old shipping container as well. And I kind of put the bubble tea stuff in there and some nice little seating on the area outside as well, just so there was a little bit of kind of food retail down here. This place is obviously, well, it's open for the public, but the public can come and buy lots of lovely things and also eat out. There's lots of dining spaces, but then again, it's used by the workers as well. I just really wanted this kind of community vibe to be here. And I think it was nice. I really do. I was very happy with it. Yes, I use a lot of the windows from Felix's Paris collection, but also the organic from Harry and Felix. The doors, Harry's, what they called. What did you call it again, Harry? I can't bloody remember. Was it glass? No. Clean, that was it. The clean collection with like the modern windows. We use a lot of that. But each of these little areas have got their own little signage that I do go ahead and put all of the signage on in just a second. I'm just getting some nighttime lighting done. I thought it was important to light these areas nicely at night. So we do a few of these, but we also do spotlights and stuff on the ground levels, just so this space could be open at night as well. But I just think it's such a lovely idea, especially for creatives like myself. I'm going to put myself in that bracket, who are primarily by themselves working all the time. If you wanted to get in and have a little bit of community around you, these kind of spaces are popping up like in a lot of places now. And it's intriguing. It really is. I would love to test it out someday, because I won't lie to you, loves. And not many people realize this. Content creation is quite lonely. Like, if I didn't have like my friends and Tom and everybody, I can imagine content creation being a very lonely job. It really is, because you're constantly by yourself doing all of this stuff. You really are. So don't think it's all glam. I know I get to do this for a living and it's amazing. And it blows my mind every time. But I just want to say, like, that's just me being completely truthful. It happens. You do. And I've had complete periods of being quite alone, like being, oh, I'm by myself. But that's only because I've been like 20 years. I was around colleagues and people all the time. So it was just a big difference for me. And I love my own company. But yeah, it really is. Just being truthful with your loves. You know me, just try and keeping it real. But it does. It did. I'm not going to say it does now so much because I'm used to it. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, actually, this is a little bit lonely, this. Like when Tom gets home from work, I'm like, Tom, speak to me. I need someone to speak to. I've been by myself all day, talking to the dog and the plants. But I'm okay now. I am okay. But yeah, weird thing. Really is. There you go. Anyway, this is the kind of communal area that I really wanted to do. Using those lovely benches from Max 20 that kind of wrap around the trees. I just thought they were a lovely little vibe and they kind of suited this area for anybody to sit here as well. The public, the workers, they can all come out and sit if it's a nice day and eat their lunch outside under some trees. It was important for me to get a lot of nature in here as well. So you'll see me use quite a bit of treeage everywhere. I even put 2 more trees in this area just to really bring in a little bit more green. I love seeing green against like industrial buildings. It makes me happy. So we've got a sweet shop. We've got a pottery. We have got a tattoo studio. We've got the cafe down here. We have got a jewelry store up on that level there. We have got what was going to be a bakery. I turned it into a gym as well. And then a wine store. What I kind of wish I did instead of the gym or the bakery was a candle shop. I wish I did a candle making shop. I think that would have been really nice. But alas, I did not. So this is the cafe. Very nice, very small. All of these pods are only 6x6. So if there's any way for people to come and sit in, there's literally a couple of tables, and then I put 2 more of the tables outside. So they have got areas to come and sit in. But this is a very nice coffee shop. I can imagine everybody getting their morning coffees in here ready for work and their lunchtime stuff. bit of food, you know, take it into the kitchens or whatever, or the communal like dining area and stuff. I just thought that was a nice little touch, a nice little vibe, and I loved it. Really did. And it's very cute. Everything looks kind of similar because of the fact that I didn't change any of the walls and stuff. I would imagine with these spaces, you wouldn't be able to put your own mark on things, you know? It would have to be kind of surface stuff like furniture and pictures, mirrors, that kind of vibe. So that was in my head while I was building all of this. I was like, I need to make it kind of look different, still fit in cohesively, but still have its own kind of I don't know, what can we say, identity, you know? So that's where I went with it, but I still think it works really nicely. And it's a cute little coffee shop. Very nice. And then upstairs, this is the tattoo studio going in now. So this one was a little bit more difficult because I was like, oh, I would like a few of these spaces. I was like, oh, they're going to need toilets, but don't worry, there are toilets. There are 2 toilets in the shipping container, and there's also another 2 toilets on the first floor. Yeah, so there are 4 toilets on this whole lot. So again, I left the ones by the shipping container because I think that would have been more customer based. And then in one of the communal areas, there are a couple more bathrooms in that part. The gym, I did have to give it its own toilet and shower. I gave it its own 2 separate rooms, 1 little toilet room, 1 little shower room. But I just thought that was important because it kind of made sense for the gym. Now, this is the wine store. I'm not sure how this would work, but I would imagine like they make their own wines on this lot, have kind of wine tasting parties, that kind of vibe, teach you how to pair different wines with different foods and stuff. I would imagine it to be that kind of vibe. And then you come here and then you can buy the wines as well from different sellers. That was kind of in my head. I didn't give any of this whole lot its lot type either. In the beginning, I thought like one of the custom lot traits would have been good, but I didn't really know how to go about that. So I think I'll just upload this as a generic lot, and then you lot can make whatever you want to do with the space can be whatever you want to do with the space, you know? But yeah, cute little wine shop. This is the pottery. So this was very nice and simple. Lots of things to sell. I made sure to get everything that I was selling, like all of the pots and stuff, out on shelves and things, just so it looks ready to go. It's ready to retail. I didn't do any of the businesses and hobbies, like selling sort of like pads or anything. I just wanted it to look like a shop. Again, if you want to add that in, the option is completely there for you, my loves. It really is. You could even make this into a couple of apartments, separate them off and have like different people opening the businesses on different days and stuff, because that's how that pack works, sadly. But the option is yours. It really is. And then with lovely little jewelry shop over here, even using those amazing cabinets from Harry as well. I just thought they were amazing. And again, pre-stacked, my loves, pre-stacked with all of the jewelry. Desks in every one as well. I thought it was important to have these spaces have a kind of customer focused like desk area where you would go speak to the person in there. They could like put their money through and whatnot. I just thought that was a nice little vibe. But yeah, very simple, but I just still think they've all got their own kind of identity, and I'm very much for it. I really am. But cute little yeah, cute little jewelry. Jewelers, that's the one. And then this is the sweet shop. So I wanted to go a little bit different with this and pump a bit of color in here using the kitchen and stuff. So we go for this very pale blue and pink kind of vibe in here. That in the beginning I was like, I don't know if it's going to suit this area because it's very industrial, but once I got it all in there, I thought it looked really sweet. And it kind of like, I don't know, the juxtaposition against the sweetness and then the industrial, I thought worked quite nicely, especially in the pale tones as well, the pale pinks and blues. But nice little sweet shop. Again, that fridge is, or whatever it is, that display case is already pre-stacked with all of the sweet treats. So you can get right in here and do whatever you want to do. And I think that is absolutely marvellous. It really is. But I did have loads of fun. It was fun like starting each of these and thinking, right, what I'm going to do with this one now. Yeah, I just vibed. I really did vibe with it. I even had an idea I was going to do a hairdresser's in one of these as well, but I didn't end up doing that. I wanted them to be usable. The reason I didn't want to do a bakery is because that sweet shop and the cafe kind of had the same vibe anyway. So it just didn't really make sense. So that's why I've gone ahead and put a tiny little mini gym in. So it's got 2 treadmills and a weight machine, but it's got all of the weights and stuff. A yoga mat as well. I still haven't player tested it yet, so I'm not sure if that yoga mat's going to work. And then, as I said, a separate shower room with a frosted glass door and a separate little toilet just off to one side as well. Beautifully done. I can't believe I managed to fit that all in that space, to be honest. So this is the communal eating area. So this is like the big loungy kitchen area, really. So I do this lovely big kitchen here. You can see where I'm taking them from. That's where both of the toilets go on the ground floor. So, oh, actually it's on the ground floor. Oh, I didn't think about that. So yeah, all of the staff from above are going to have to come downstairs to go to the toilet. That's my bad planning. That's why I'll never make an architect. But yeah, they've got toilets nonetheless. But yeah, nice big communal area. I've really wanted to have like dining space for them to all to come in. I've left like laptops on these tables just in case it looks like they're still down here working over lunch or whatnot. And then just this really lovely seating area where they come chill out, take a bit of time off, watch a bit of TV, or if they are like in the film world, they want to watch their edits on a bigger screen from the office above, then they've got the option to do that with that big TV there. I just thought that was a nice little vibe, really. Nice little vibe. And then I'll do this nice big long shelf across the back here, just in case they want any material to read while they're on their lunch, you know? And then these are the 2 bathrooms, just really simple. But I just thought it was nice to have a few more bathrooms on this lot. I just really wish I did put the bathrooms on the first floor instead of the ground floor, because I could have fit them up there in the office that we've done, but never mind. This is the office that I've done. So this is the communal workspace. So as I said, I'd imagine this be full of like photographers, graphic designers, maybe, I don't know, video editors, that kind of vibe, you know? I just thought it was a nice little area. We managed to fit in 8 desks as well, which is nice. Including a separate office area. I'll show you that in just a second. Not an office area, a separate communal area where they could have meetings and stuff. I thought that was kind of the vibe to do it. And then I used these kind of slidey doors from Felix's Soho collection to make it look like you could slide them across, get a bit of privacy in there, and have a team meeting or something like that. I just thought that was a vibe. And then I put a little TV up on the side there, just in case they wanted to do any kind of PowerPoint presentation. And then just a more chilled area as well. If clients are waiting for people or you just want the meeting to be a bit more relaxed, I thought that was the best way to do it. So I put that over there like that. Beautiful job. And then I think we go outside into the balcony and we just put a few more extra seats up here for them to come and chill out and whatnot. I just thought it was nice to have the seating area up here as well, just so they've got options, more options. Maybe the staff could come up here and the customers could go down at the bottom. The choice is yours. But that's it, my loves. I'm going to leave you now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow with some House Flipper 2. Goodbye.